I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
This is Visions of Johanna by the big homie Bob Dylan. Shout out to Bob Dylan. Shout out also to his horrible record label who
always blocks this.
Always blocks us.
So inevitably it is going to get blocked. So unfortunately we're going to have to silence it. But if you follow the link in the description and open another tab or figure out a way to do it, you can play it at the same time and still kind of see the reaction.
Yeah.
This is for the big homie Daniel, who understood that it would get blocked. Anyway, so yeah, here we go.
All right.
Do you have anything? Else you want to say?
Well, for timely topical political commentary, you can hit us up in Middle America with Vin and Sori. If you, dear listener, would like your song reviewed, $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get into an alliance. You pull your points together, and that determines what songs we do. Also, if you want to take the filthy capitalist option, which is Sori's favorite because she's a filthy capitalist.
I'm just
actually
impatient.
You're a clean capitalist because you smell very nice right now.
Oh,
$125 gets you that, and you get straight to the head of the line, and then after that, if you do that 3 times, you get bumped down a $75 rate onto perpetuity. With that being said, Visions of Johanna, Robert Dylan, let's go.
You know, experiences with Bob Dylan are always enjoyable. I don't know what it is about. It's like chill. It's not even something that I even think to say, you know what, I'm going to put on some of that right now.
Yeah, I feel like he was drunk or high when he wrote this song, though.
What? Why?
It's so disjointed.
Oh, I didn't think it was disjointed.
The last one we did was like, it's not bad. I mean, this is actually one of my favorites from him, but like.
I think he's just going through different scenes and different things, and it doesn't matter what it is or where it is. He just misses Johanna.
Well, he's definitely in New York City. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's
talking about the D train.
Yeah, but at first it looked like they had no power.
But
there's nothing really.
Where did it say they had no power?
Well, at the beginning he said, "Ain't it?" He talks about the night, blah blah blah. Right there, he said, "But there's nothing really to turn off. The music, well, the country music station plays soft, but there's nothing really to turn off." I don't know. I thought that there was no power. Lights flicker from the opposite loft. I was thinking it was
in
like...
this room, the heat pipes just cough.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a flicker, like they have candles or something.
Oh, so that's why he's talking about the flashlight.
Oh, where was it a flashlight?
I can hear the watchman click his flashlight, ask himself if it's him or them. That's really insane. Okay.
But then...
All right, sure, the ghost of electricity howls in the bones of her face. Okay.
There's like... Seems like there's this other girl, Louise. I don't know if he's with Louise now, but he can't stop thinking about Johanna.
Louise, she's alright. She's just near. She's delicate and seems like the mirror, but she just makes it all too concise and too clear that Johanna's not here. Whoa! Sucks to be you, Louise.
I know. I was like, that's so hurtful.
But at least you made the song. Bob Dylan's a legend. Gotham is yours.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm too prideful for that. I'd be like, are you serious?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Once again, your pride.
I'll never speak to you again in my life.
What do you mean? If I was like a legendary guy like Bob Dylan,
I don't care.
You should just be happy to be mentioned in my song.
No. I'm insulted that you did that to me.
Like the girl's face is only serves to remind him that Johanna is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's on some gangster shit. That's terrible. Shout out to Bob Dylan. He's telling the truth.
I know
Can you imagine hearing that song and being that broad?
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, he sounds like so nice when he's singing, like so calm and.
Well, what do you want the man to do? You want him to lie?
Well, no. I mean, you know
He's
what? It's music. Yeah.
Well, imagine being Johanna. That's the other thing. You got to think of it. Imagine being her. You'd be like, oh.
Well, I mean, when the song was going on, that's what I felt like. I felt like it would be like if you were in that situation.
Yeah, you'd like that, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still feel bad for Louise.
You wouldn't feel that bad for her.
Well, no. If it was... No.
I
wouldn't feel bad for her at all if I was Joanna.
So you ruthless as hell.
Yeah, if I wouldn't. I'd be like, so you're with her?
So he's like, she's all right. She's near. What does he say? I'm gonna find it.
Right there.
Louise, she's all right. She's just near. She just like sometimes
she just happened to be here.
Yeah, sometimes people get in relations because of that. You know, like the whole like stranded on a desert island thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you know, they just, you know, it's like, oh, okay, you're around, so might as well. You know what I mean?
Might as well. There's so many people that I still, even if they were the only ones, I don't think.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. I know that. I'm just saying, well, you're a person who's used to having options, you know. For the rest of us down here on the earth,
babe,
people have to just go with what they're given. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Most of us are Louises. Most of us are not Johannas.
Oh my
Although I was being a little thrown off by the song because Johanna is hell.
I told you that. That's why I said I was like telling you that this song got requested, and I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna sing about because it was And do you remember me bringing it up?
I think so, vaguely.
If...
Vaguely. I think Jahannam is hell in Arabic in the Quran. It's a place of fire and all that. So he's talking about visions of Jahannam. It kept like, it's Johanna, not Johannam.
Right, but that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, I wonder where Daniel's going with this, but then...
Yeah.
Then as it went, I was like, okay, it's kind of a relationship song.
I was looking at I was listening to the etymology of the term, and I think it's based on the Greek Gehinnom. You know, Gehenna.
Oh, I know. We had this conversation, then he requested this.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's like that Amazon spyware.
But explain it to them.
No, it's just the world of the dead in the Islamic literature, but it's where bad people go. So I every time I heard visions of Johanna, yeah, so that. But like, man, that Louise girl, man, you gotta bounce.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta go.
Don't even wait. Don't even wait another night.
Yeah. These visions of Johanna, they keep me up past dawn. You know, the vision, it says something about Johanna makes the world cruel. Oh, jewels and binoculars hang from the head of the mule, but these visions of Johanna, they make it all seem so cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's not coming back.
See the primitive wallflower freeze when the jelly-faced women all sneeze. Hear the one with the mustache say, geez, I can't find my knees. Jelly-faced women.
What that means?
Like, I guess they're like a little bit overweight.
That's kind of what I was getting when she said she couldn't find her knees.
Like an overweight woman. It's just like New York.
And hear the one with the mustache?
Well,
how are you going to point that out?
New York was a place where, you know, it got this reputation of just being a place with just where all the freaks are. Especially when you're around 14th Street, which the D train, you can get to 14th Street from the D train actually. 14th Street is like Greenwich Village and all that. It's where all the LGBT people were and stuff like that. And he mentioned the D train, and I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, I think he was talking about like prostitutes.
Yeah, we went. I'm pretty sure because my girlfriend at the time used to live on Fordham Road, and there was a D train. You could catch the D train, and we just take the D straight down to 14th Street. So maybe he's talking about being on 14th Street. Maybe he's talking about hanging out in Greenwich Village. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible.
I guess. I mean, to me, it just sounded like a bunch of things.
A bunch of things?
Yeah, just like a bunch of random situations.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah. D-Train!
Because in one spot, he's talking about, you know, it seems like they're inside, they're in a loft, you know. And then the next one, well, he just talks about Johanna. But it does talk about the D-Train in the next one. Then it says, now little boy lost. He takes him so seriously. He brags of his misery. I didn't understand this when he said, and when bringing her name up, he speaks of a farewell kiss to me. He sure got a lot of gall to be so useless and all.
Muttering small talk at the wall while I'm in the hall. He's a good lyricist, man. Like that other, like he can rap. Like if he was around when rap was around, he would be doing his thing. Bob Dylan can rap. Shout out to Bob Dylan. He's got like legit street cred. So what are you asking about that?
Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on with this. Now little boy lost. He takes himself so seriously.
He brags of his misery. He likes to live dangerously. Maybe he's like at a bar listening to music.
But it says, and when bringing her name up, he speaks of a farewell kiss to me. Maybe he's talking about when she left him.
Maybe he's talking about his own girlfriend. See, he's a little boy lost. He takes himself so seriously. So maybe the guy's like a singer, and he's singing about his girlfriend who left him and all this jazz. He brags of his misery, because you know how people do that, musicians do that. They always brag about how miserable they are. Oh, I'm miserable, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he's talking about his own loss, and then the guy's loss of his girl makes him think of Johanna.
Yeah.
He's sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, but why does he say but he speaks of a farewell kiss to me. Oh.
The farewell kiss of his girl that he lost is what I'm presuming.
Oh my word! I completely flipped that. So in my mind, when he said,
no pity for the
and
guy.
when bringing up her name, I thought it was the name of Johanna.
Mm-hmm.
Then he speaks of a farewell kiss to me. I thought he was talking about when she kissed him one last time goodbye.
No.
He's sure got a lot of gall to be so useless and all.
Yeah, but this is Bob Dylan. He's like, yo, I'm slaying everybody.
He was, I know. Nobody's gonna be like.
He don't care about you.
He's mad.
Hey, you're a little overweight. I'm gonna light you up. Hey,
you have a mustache.
I'm gonna light you up. Hey, your girlfriend broke up with you. I'm gonna light you up. Too bad, Pa.
Oh, that's so terrible. But then he goes on to the museums.
Yeah, again, New York City. Mona Lisa must have had the highway blues.
This is why I'm saying I feel like it was just a bunch of random situations, but it doesn't matter where he is or what he's doing. He misses her. I wonder what happened to them.
Yeah. No, it's true. She's occupying his mind for sure. Very, very
There
true.
was this country song where I can't remember all of it, but basically like everything would like go back to the person that they were in love with. Like, you know, they were like getting up in the morning, they get their coffee, they start mixing their coffee, and the color brown reminds them of the person's eyes, and blah blah blah. And like it was just like there was everything. Like
You a
everything
square, bro.
led back to the.
You're a square.
I can't remember if it was a guy or a girl singing it. I think it was a guy singing it about his girl. Like everything made him think about her. I know people like that. I know some guys that a lot of stuff makes them think about their girl.
Yeah? Who are these people?
You are one of them.
Well, everything makes me think about you because you're literally 24/7 around me.
No, I'm not.
So
you
there's
work.
that. I work in this office.
Yeah, but I'm not in here when you're working. I'm downstairs.
Yeah, but
And
you're in my heart.
You still tell me you miss me.
You're in my heart. Unhand me. I have to tell you that.
No, you don't have to tell me that.
Believe what you want. You remember that little kid out the window?
Believe what you want. It's this like cartoon of this.
I love that kid's face.
Yeah,
It's hilarious,
like-
bro.
He was like clearly cheating on his girlfriend.
Singing was clearly lying.
And then he was like, believe what you want.
Believe
It's like, well.
Shout out to all the homies out there. That Louise girl's like, what's this I hear about this Johanna bitch?
One was showing up, one was leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, what's this about this Johanna bitch? My man Bob Dylan was like, believe what you want, bitch. Believe what you want.
Believe what you want. That's so terrible. I feel so bad for her.
Joanna is just another name for Louise in Arabic. Huh? Yeah. Ask Steve Jobs. Wealth don't buy health.
Gosh.
Yeah. I want to use it as a screen cap, actually. I want to find it. I want to find that thing.
You'll find it, I'm sure.
Jeremy Scott, y'all camouflage. You
So
can't hide it
terrible.
from yourself. Career sabotage.
Anyway,
I was really in that travelodge.
I really enjoy.
Just lying through your catalog.
I know this.
With the blood and the battle scars.
People are gonna hate what I'm about to say.
Oh,
but
God,
like
here we go.
listening to Bob Dylan.
They're not gonna hate you. They're gonna blame me. Go ahead.
It makes me like. This is gonna sound so horrible. Not here in this apartment. But
Just
like,
spit it out, woman.
It makes me want to be like in my kitchen cooking, barefoot.
Hey, yes. More Bob Dylan. We need more requests for Bob Dylan.
I don't know why. It's just very chill and like have a nice meal cooking in the oven. But I love having bare feet. But I don't love having bare feet. Yeah.
Yeah, because this floor is dirty as hell.
It is. Everybody's feet get black.
I gotta find that picture.
Right there. You just passed it.
No, that's
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to use that. Wow, he said.
Believe what you want.
Look at his mouth. Look at
I
his
know. I'll put it in right here. 2140.
You
I'll put
gotta
it in here.
superimpose Bob Dylan here. But see, Bob Dylan was on some gangster shit. Like he was like, yo, like, look, listen, Louise, you're just here. You understand?
It's so sad.
You just shout out to Louise. See,
So,
this
Daniel,
is
I hope you're not doing this to anybody.
see, I'm on the back of the fish truck that loads while my conscience explodes, and these visions of Johanna are now all that remain. Like, so he feels bad about it.
Well, I don't know.
He says his conscience is
Yeah,
exploding.
but it doesn't mean he feels bad about the Louise situation.
Well,
it just,
why would his conscience explode?
because his
otherwise?
conscience could be exploding because of whatever he did that made it so that way Johanna left.
No, Johanna didn't leave. Where does it say Johanna left anything?
What do you mean?
It didn't say Johanna left.
It said
all it says is he has
he
visions
was
of Johanna.
hearing. No, well, what do you think happened to her?
He could have met her for 5 minutes and then like was completely infatuated
Well,
with her.
it's why-
There's like a trillion different
It's possible,
possibilities.
but the guy was talking about his girl leaving and stuff, and that was making him think.
Where? Where did it say she left? What do you
The
mean?
other guy was talking about it. Remember when
Yeah,
he
the
said,
other guy was saying his girl left. That's
Yeah.
not him. That's why he had no pity for the dude. He didn't say Johanna left. I think his conscience is exploded
said
because he
it's-
knows he did Louise dirty.
So you think Johanna was just something in the that passed by him? It wasn't like he had no
What do you mean?
thing with her. It was just like
No, he had a thing for her, but he's with Louise, so he
yeah,
feels
I know.
guilty
But,
about it.
do you think that him and Johanna were never together? Like she was this vision in red that walked by
That's
him.
not what I
and he-
said, Ya Rasulullah.
Well, what are you
There's lots of different ways that a guy can become infatuated with a female without the female leaving him. I mean, he's Bob Dylan, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, Bob Dylan could just eeny, meeny, miny,
So why
mullet.
doesn't he just get her back? Why doesn't he get with her?
Because he's with Louise.
But he clearly doesn't want to be with Louise.
Right. All I'm contesting is this idea that Johanna left him. Where is that?
I'm saying
She didn't leave him.
No. I'm saying he's Bob Dylan. If he wants to be with Johanna, that should be easy. That could happen, unless
I'm sure it did
something
happen.
happened to make them not be together.
No.
In which case, she's gone.
No, we know from the song what's making him not be with her. It's his conscience.
No.
Yeah.
That's how you interpreted
My
that.
conscience explodes.
That's how you interpreted that.
Okay,
I don't.
well, you tell me from the actual song where you get that Johanna left him.
On the back of the picture that lows, well, my conscience explodes, the harmonious way the skill and key, and the vision of the genre, and all that remain. Yeah, I think his conscience explodes because he realizes that whatever he did that made it that he lost Johanna.
That doesn't make
made
any
him
fucking
miserable.
sense whatsoever. Look at her face. That's the face of defeat. It don't make
No,
any sense
it
whatsoever.
does make sense. What are you
It doesn't.
talking about?
There's nothing in the song that says he lost Johanna. Nothing. Nothing. It just means that he doesn't have the stones to break up with Louise yet, and so he feels bad about it that he's stringing Louise on. That's all.
But he said these visions of Johanna are all that remain.
Yeah.
So that means he doesn't have Johanna and he's not going to have her. The only thing he has is these visions. Why are you touching your forehead like you're stressed out?
I'm not stressed out. It's just ridiculous. What you're saying is completely ridiculous.
No, it's not. You'll see in the comment section.
Yeah,
You'll be wrong.
Yeah. Those to be like, I can't stand. Like it's so ridiculous. It's like I'm not supposed to disagree with you, and then like if I disagree with you, they want me to like gently disagree with you.
Well, that's because
Otherwise, I'm being oppressive
a
to
big
you.
bully.
Like let the woman be a woman. She's a grown ass woman. She could take some disagreement. Good Lord. It's like what's that fake Indian lady? Who's a fake Indian lady in the debate?
Oh,
Bernie
what's her
Sanders?
name? I can't remember.
What's a lying Indian name? Pocahontas?
Yeah, no, they call her Pocahontas,
Shout out to Trump.
I can see her face, but
How old are you,
her
Mr.
name is
Trump?
not there.
Yeah, so Charles. Elizabeth Warren.
Yes. Yes, it's so wrong.
Yeah, Shorty had like
No, she shouldn't have done that,
0.00002 Native American. Them test results came out. Elizabeth Warren was like, "Believe what you want."
What you want?
What did you get the song?
We will. 9.8.
7.5.
What?
It was just disjointed, but you know what? It kind of had a New York City feel to it. Like I felt like I was touring New York City in the '60s. Shout out to the big homie.
Oh, there you have it.
Shout out to Johanna and shout out to
Louise. She needs it.
You should have left him, girl.
Maybe she didn't realize.
Once that song came out, though, that was probably the end. That was probably a wrap.
Yeah. He's like, no, you're Johanna. I was talking about the girl before.
Before. Vin out.
Sorry, out.
Gone.